Yo, what's up? So today I was gonna read Kanojo ni Uwaki, but it seems like there's no new chapters. Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen with it, but Uwaki Scans came and started a new project. The series is called Osananajimi no Koukousei. Yeah, so basically they translated the first chapter like 1-2 months ago. I read it. I thought it was pretty interesting. So I was just gonna go and give my thoughts about it, and I'll probably start reading it weekly. We start off with a girl running through the Japanese countryside, talking to the locals, greeting everyone. And then she goes and starts helping one of the old ladies pick up potatoes out of the ground, digging them out. The intro beginning of the whole series. And what I'm guessing from this little cover title page, that this whole series is going to be called OsaNiku. From what I've read, it's pretty cool. I kind of like the vibe of it. After she finishes picking up the potatoes for the old lady, she just heads on her merry way, just running through. So yeah, this whole time she's just going through a little trip, trying to get back to her place, and then she cracks open a little drink, water, I'm assuming. Yeah, so yeah, she just takes a little drink that she gets from the kitchen, chugs it, and then just lays down, collapses on the floor, just waiting for everyone else to be back. So some time passes by, and the first person comes in, right? It's some guy. We don't know anyone's names at this point, but he's just looking down at her and no real expression, so it's probably just a regular occurrence for her. And he kind of just sees what she was doing, like he sees the potatoes on the ground, and then cleans up the little bottle that she had, and then he goes and covers her with a blanket while she's passed out. Kind of funny how she like reacts or like talks in her sleep. He doesn't really seem too fazed by it. So after he's done taking care of the girl, he kind of just goes and does his own thing. He starts studying, pulling out his notebook, and really just sitting there and waiting for everyone else to show up. So yeah, very slow paced. So more time passes by, not really much is happening. And then we see the other two people come into the room. This black haired jock guy instantly says like, "What's up, nerd?" to the to the guy studying on the table. Yeah, and then they comment about how the girl sleeping it's easier to deal with her while she's asleep instead of while she's awake. So who knows? She's probably the main girl of the series, and the first guy who walked in probably the main guy of the series, but we don't know yet. So the girl who's awake, who just walked in, is now commenting on the girl who's sleeping, and she's saying how she looks kind of stupid, a little funny. And then she asks the nerd, "Would you like to watch me sleep as well?" So that's kind of funny. I don't know. It kind of looks like a love triangle situation, but who knows? She plays it off as a joke, and then goes and brews some coffee. Like, she comes back, brings the drinks, and she almost seems like a coffee fanatic, knows everything about all the brews and the strains. And then after that, she gets mad at like the nerd guy, and we get his name, which is Koukousei. And basically she's just saying that Koukousei is too childish because he only wants to drink the sweet coffee instead of the bitter black coffee. But yeah, so that's our first name, the nerd guy, which is Koukousei. It seems like they're really just lacing around, hanging out. That first girl is still sleeping, passed out. And now the jock dude is just on his phone scrolling while the other two are just studying on the table. So after that, the jock dude pulls up to the table and he's like, "I got something important to talk about." Yeah, so Kousei's kind of bantering with him. So is the other girl who's studying. And yeah, she asked, "Oh, you found another girl that you like?" And the jock was like, "Actually, that's kind of close." And then he goes and says, "To tell you the truth, I confessed to Takahashi Mizusu." So Kousei and the other girl, they almost seem unfazed, like they don't even care. The jock is trying to like recall like all the little details, but can't really seem to recall them all too well. And then the girl, she comes in and is like, wait till I'm done with this part of my homework, then you can talk about it and I'll listen." She's just very thorough. She wants to know the whole thing, but she also needs to finish her homework first. So, okay. And then once she's finished, she'll listen with her full attention. First thing Koukousei asks is just get it straight to the point. Did you just get rejected? The girl gets mad, but kind of funny. Then you start talking about like how it went, what happened. Basically, the jock said, "Oh, I met her in the music room," and then he tried to confess because like no one was in the music room at that time, and he played a certain vinyl CD of like a song that he likes, I guess just to set the mood. It's a little corny, but in the end he kind of gets like pushed to the side, like, "Oh, we're not," he didn't even ask if like we could start dating. He asked if we could be friends, and she was like, "We're not even, like, we can start off as acquaintances," which is kind of brutal if you ask me. Basically, he goes back to the vinyl saying it was 3,000 yen, and he was asking if he could use it for that thing. We don't really get too much information about what this thing is or like what that money will be used for. Right off the bat, it just jumps to like a little tangent conversation, and they're saying like, oh, we're friends, and we spend a lot of time together. If like friends spend a lot of time together, are they really bound to become like super lovers? Koukousei is kind of like straight faced, nothing, you know, he's just on his phone, and then the girl's kind of blushing a little bit, like while she's drinking her coffee, and then she's like getting mad at Koukousei, saying, oh, she's trying to become romantic, but he's not allowing it. And then the girl's like puts a hand on the shoulder, like, we'll do our best together. We're in the mud together. And then the jock is like, what do you think our relationship is? Like all of us together, you know, like the girls and the guys. And then Koukousei just casually responds, we're like family, because we spend more time together than our actual families. So pretty cool. And then the other guy's like starts talking about, oh, how you had sex with both of them. And then Koukousei starts going off and getting mad because he didn't, and saying it was just like it was a misunderstanding. So specifically what Koukousei is saying is, I didn't put my dick in her. Niyama's still a virgin, which means that doesn't count as sex. The girl getting the coffee walks in, and he's kind of blushing a little bit, like he's a little surprised. But she doesn't say anything. And then the jock dude's like, you two can do as you like. I'm in love, so keep me out of it. And then he keeps saying, oh, I didn't have sex. So then the girl sleeping says, then why don't we do it? I love you after all. So then what? So that's making me assume that Niyama is the girl who is sleeping, just off the context clues. But yeah, I mean, we still don't, it's not confirmed, but I'm assuming her name is Niyama. And yeah, so the three of us grew up together, so, you know, we don't have to worry about it. kind of a weird thing to say. The jock's like, yeah, you guys have a weird relationship. And then the girl getting the coffee's like trying to get out of that situation a little bit, asking if the jock dude wants some sweets, and then she's just getting back up. So now Niyama is saying, going back to the inheritance, we have 4 million yen to spend together. And then they're all agreeing, yeah, we have this much to spend. And then Niyama joins the table with the other three. Yeah, so basically what it seems like, somehow they're all sharing an inheritance of 4 million yen, and they all have to spend it. I don't know why. I think that's a pretty cool concept. And yeah, Koukousei is just saying, we spent 3,000 yen so far. The other guy's saying, oh, we got a long way to go. Yo, wait, so now I'm confused. The girl who is getting the coffee is saying, do you want some too, Yuka? And then the girl who is sleeping, it says, yes, please. So, I mean, her name could be like Niyama Yuka, or Niyama could be the girl getting the coffee. I'm so confused on all the character names. I'm assuming, I mean, it's going to get cleared up in the next few chapters, especially when it comes to the characters and their like relationships together. And then it says 3,997,000 yen to spend, yen remaining. And then yeah, that's basically the end of the chapter. I think it's a cool concept. It seems more of like a slice of life, and they have to figure out how to spend this money. But right now we don't really know what money is being spent and why it's being spent, as well as like all the names of all the characters are kind of everywhere. We'll see in the upcoming chapters if it's like a worthwhile series to keep continuing, and if it is, I'll keep making videos on it. I mean, that's really about it.